My girlfriend got pregnant by the man she swore was just a friend. Her whole family took hush money and lied to my face, so I crashed her gender reveal with a DNA test and left every one of them exposed. Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy deeply twisted betrayal stories and justice served ice cold, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so we can reach our first 1,000 subscribers. My name is Tyler, I'm 28, and up until a few months ago, I thought I was living a life straight out of a dream. I had a girlfriend, Emma Collins, who was 26, and we'd been together for 3 years. We shared a cozy apartment, talked about marriage, and spent nights dreaming about what our future kids might look like. Everything felt right, or so I thought. Emma was beautiful, driven, and the kind of person who lit up a room. I thought her family loved me, and I loved them right back. Her parents were always inviting me to dinners. Her brother joked with me like we were old friends, and I was certain I was going to marry this woman someday. But everything changed the day Emma walked into our kitchen holding a pregnancy test with trembling hands and a nervous smile. I was overjoyed. We talked about kids, and even though it was a bit earlier than we planned, I was ready. I picked her up and spun her around as she laughed, and in that moment, I felt like the luckiest man alive. We started preparing for the baby right away. Doctor visits, baby names, reading books about fatherhood. I was all in. But something started to shift. Emma got more secretive. She'd take calls in the other room, say they were from her mom or sister, and always keep her phone locked. Her childhood best friend, Jake Morrison, became a constant presence. He was the kind of guy who gave off a weird vibe. Always around, always in need of something, always crashing on someone's couch. Emma said he was like a brother, that he was going through a rough patch. I wanted to trust her, so I let it go. But then there were the late nights at work, the strange smell of a different cologne on her clothes, and the coldness that began to creep into her voice. I suggested posting about the pregnancy online, but Emma refused, saying she wanted to wait. When I mentioned telling my parents, she grew defensive. That's when my gut told me something was very wrong. Then I found a hotel receipt in her purse. She claimed it was for a work conference, but I knew she'd been home that night. That was my breaking point. I hired a private investigator, Patricia, who spent 2 weeks gathering proof. And what she brought back shattered me. Photos of Emma and Jake holding hands, kissing, entering a hotel together, and even attending a doctor's appointment that Emma had told me was canceled. Worse yet, Patricia overheard a conversation between Emma and her mother outside that same clinic. Emma was crying, saying she couldn't keep up the lie much longer. Her mom told her to stay quiet and follow through with the plan. That plan was me. I was supposed to raise Jake's baby and never know the truth. I confronted Emma with the photos. She tried to lie at first, saying Jake was just a friend. But when I showed her everything, she caved. She admitted she didn't know who the father was, and then dropped another bombshell. Jake had been paying her family to keep quiet. Her parents took money to stay silent. Her brother knew. Everyone knew. Emma begged me not to leave, promised to get a paternity test. But I was done. I moved out that night. She tried to flip the narrative, telling friends and family that I had abandoned her when she got pregnant. She painted me as a coward. But then I found out about the gender reveal party. Her sister reached out in secret, crying, saying Emma was still pretending I was the father and had invited everyone to celebrate. That's when I made a new plan. I used my savings to get a court-ordered paternity test. With Patricia's help, I collected all the evidence. Photos, receipts, witness statements. Then I hired a lawyer and a process server. I showed up to that gender reveal party with the documents in hand. The venue was decorated in pink and blue. A huge banner read, "Welcome, Baby Thompson." Emma acted like nothing was wrong, telling everyone I was just running late. When I walked in, she lit up. "Tyler's here," she yelled. I walked to the center of the room and spoke loudly so everyone could hear. "I brought a surprise." The process server handed Emma the court order. Her smile faded. Her face went pale. "Emma Collins, you're being served with a court order for a paternity test," he said. The room went silent. "This is the truth," I continued. Emma has been cheating on me with Jake Morrison. Her family took money to help cover it up. The baby might not be mine. And this party? It's a lie. Gasps. Shouting. People rushed to her, demanding answers. Jake tried to sneak out, but was cornered. Under pressure, he admitted everything. He was the father. Emma collapsed in tears. Her family tried to spin it, but the truth was out. The test confirmed Jake was the father. Emma lost her friends, her job, and any shred of respect people had for her. I moved away, started over, and found peace. 6 months later, Emma's brother Ryan reached out to tell me Jake had been blackmailing the family with secrets from their past. I helped build a legal case against him. Jake was arrested for extortion and fraud. Emma had to testify. She tried to apologize again, but I was done. Justice was served. The truth was exposed. And I walked away with my dignity intact. After the trial ended and Jake was sentenced, I found myself standing at a crossroads between who I had been and who I could become. The months that followed were a blur of legal papers, therapy sessions, and trying to rebuild the shattered pieces of my trust. I had spent so long living in a web of lies that I forgot what it felt like to simply breathe without suspicion. Emma tried reaching out again, through letters, mutual friends, even anonymous emails, but I didn't answer any of them. Not because I hated her, but because I had given her every chance to be honest, and she chose to turn love into a game. I wasn't interested in playing anymore. I needed peace more than I needed closure, and sometimes silence is the only way to get it. During that time, I focused on myself. I poured my time into work, took up running, and even started volunteering at a local shelter just to remind myself that not everything in the world was broken. Slowly, I felt the anger leave my chest and make room for something else. Clarity. I didn't want revenge. I never wanted to be the guy known for exposing his ex in public. But Emma left me no choice. She turned my life into a lie, tried to use me as a prop in her fantasy while laughing behind my back. And when the time came, I didn't yell. I didn't fight. I just let the truth do what it always does, rip through everything built on deception. And in that moment, I realized something powerful. When you stop giving people permission to hurt you, they lose every bit of power they once had. Now, almost a year has passed since that gender reveal party turned into a DNA test showdown. I've moved to a new city, found peace in a simpler life, and I'm slowly letting someone new into my world. Someone who knows the value of honesty, even when it's hard. Emma? She's living with the consequences of every lie she told. Last I heard, she's working part-time, trying to make ends meet, still carrying around the reputation of a woman who played with fire and got burned. People ask if I'd ever talk to her again. But honestly, she had her chance. She could have told the truth. Instead, she chose to stage a celebration built on lies. And I made sure the only thing that got revealed that day was everything she tried to hide. If you think the truth always finds a way, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories, and don't let loyalty blind you to betrayal.